Hello people from all around the world, it's me, Chris Levi White, known as Chris Levi 13 via YouTube and most social media places. So if you want to find me, go to Google and put in Chris Levi 13 and you should be able to find me and be able to contact me and actually become my friend. Now, I am your host of this show right here, the Rock and Roll Rush Show, which is making its official return to YouTube and to the world, people. It's been a long journey, people, and this is Season 3, Episode 17. And why did I do a new season? Because Season 1 was wonderful, Season 2 was alright, but this season is going to be the season that's really going to put me on the map before everybody, because it's like, my computer got a crash screen, had to get my information off that computer. I've been doing a lot of things, and I was like, what start a new clean plate, and just be out there new. As you know, I am part of the Mayhem Gaming Society with Justin Waters, who goes by Ruger Straight, Trey Camp, and Lauren Heber. We may get other members, but those are the four first members. We are the four first members of that place where we do gaming videos, comedy videos, a whole lot of different type of videos, people. It'll be kind of like a variety channel. We got our personal channels, but that's a variety channel where we interact with each other and before the world's eyes, I guess. But without another ado, let's do the show. A few shout-outs I like to give is to my brother, Quinn Terrius Allen. He's looking to get into the military, probably the Marines or Air Force or something like that, but I hope he makes it into the Marines. I really do, because he's been working again hard. So Quinn, if you're watching this video, I'll give you a thumb up. Next person I want to give a shout-out to is my brother, Trey the Rocker Camp, the host of T's POV. T's POV or Trey's point of view on his personal channel. I mean, his show is the reason I do this show. His show is the reason that I talk about wrestling and music and all that stuff. A few of the people I like to give a shout out is to John Rucker, the founder of iRock. He is now an official sponsor of the Rock and Roll Wrestling Show, and he's a music guy. He talks his music. And then you got the Hardcore Weekends by the guy named Val Maniac, or as some would say, his real name, Mike Muncie, is also another official sponsor. You know, let me get a little drink. Code Red, one of my favorite drinks. Made by the same people who make the drink that Trey Camp loves, Pepsi. But that's not my favorite drink though. My favorite drink in the whole world is Dr. Pepper. But now let's get right down to the wrestling and music news of this world, this year, people, from what I would like to give my point of view. In WWE, you've seen lots happen. You've seen Mark Henry seemed like he was going to do a farewell and retire, and then do a swerve and have a match with John Cena. You've seen Daniel Bryan become big. He was already a main eventer, but the fans be behind Daniel Bryan, to where fans, not just in WWE, but TNA, ROH, other events, are doing the yes chant. You've seen CM Punk feud with Ryback, Brock Lesnar, and Curtis Axel, and Paul Heyman himself. You've seen Triple H form the Authority with Stephanie McMahon, Kane, and such, and be behind Randy Orton. You've seen Santino return. You've seen Fandango do his things. You've seen lots of things. You've seen Big E Langston become one of the top mid-carders of WWE. And that's where I get to. I'm going to talk about the champions and a few storylines in WWE, people. As you know, at TLC, the biggest match, probably one of the biggest matches in WWE history, probably may not be the best match, but one of the biggest, was Randy Orton, the WWE champion at the time, versus the World Heavyweight Champion John Cena in a TLC match where both titles were hanging above the ring. It was a back and forth match. John Cena looking to win. Randy Orton looking to win. John Cena looking to win. But the end of the match saw John Cena get thrown off and hit a table that was set up in the corner, and he was supposed to go through the table, but he hit his head hard, knocked himself out. So Randy Orton, eventually, after a few seconds' time, he went up there and took 2 belts down, and became what you could say an undisputed champion, but as WWE is calling it, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Randy Orton. Now him as champion, I like it. I mean, leading up to TLC, the Championship Ascension, where you had former champions and legends and Hall of Famers there, that was some of the best mic work of Randy Orton and John Cena, I think, in years. People can say John Cena was the five moves of doom. John Cena can say that. But in 2012 and 2013, John Cena has shown that he can wrestle with the best of them. He's shown that he could wrestle with The Rock, Punk, Damian Sandow, Daniel Bryan, and Randy Orton, and the list goes on, people. So he can say jokes about John Cena, but he's got the talent, you know. And Randy Orton as a champion, he is the bad guy. And I say, I like Randy Orton. Him being champion made me get back into Randy Orton. Made me get back into his theme song. And everything that's just like, Randy Orton, I'm more into him now. Yeah, it may get a little boring there, but I'm more into him. To him now. And I think his feud with John Cena was pretty alright. Now, will John Cena get a rematch? I don't know. But I honestly say, if John Cena doesn't get a rematch, or gets a rematch and loses, then he could go maybe to mid-card, win a mid-card title, get a tag team, start doing that again. He could go help build up some superstars. Hell, John Cena could take some time and still do his match slap, but do like he did way back in the day. Make another music album, rap album, you know? It'd be cool. I'd be into it. I'd buy it. Now, the Intercontinental Champion is Big E Langston after defeating Curtis Axel. Curtis Axel, he was an alright champion, but he never really did anything impressive. Nope. But Big E Langston finally got longevity after being on the main roster for a while and became a mid-card champion, as they call it, the Intercontinental Champion. Well, it was only one title. I hope that Big E Langston can make the Intercontinental Champion be a title that can be like it used to be. Main event pay-per-views. Big E Langston is a guy who's got the talent. He's got the moves. He's got mic skills. He's got a good interest. He's on good terms with John Cena and most of the guys. So I think Big E Langston can be world champion material if WWE works it right within the next couple of years. Maybe not 2013, but maybe not 2014, but 2015. I could see Big E Langston as your WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Then we got the member of the Shield, the U.S. Champion, Dean Ambrose. His reign has been iffy. He's had a few title defenses. He's gone against Dolph Ziggler, I think Kobe, and all that. But, you know, I think he needs to go against maybe somebody that can help the United States Championship be what it is. The United States Championship. Not just be a title that's there and gets seen, but doesn't really have prestige, because that's what a belt needs. If I'm going to go into a company and fight for a belt, you need to have prestige for that belt. To make me really want that belt, people. But I say Dean Ambrose and the Shield, they're very, very good. Shield have been here over a year. The Shield have had some tension lately. But what does that mean, that they'll break up? Or does that mean that the tension is just showing that everyone has their own opinion, their own mind, but that they can get through the tension and stay around for a long, long time? Only time can tell. And then you've got the Tag Team Champions. Cody Rhodes and his brother Dustin Rhodes, known as Goldust. I think the Rhodes brothers, they're a perfect tag team. I love them. I'm a huge, I could say, fan of Cody Rhodes. I mean, I loved him when he was dashing Cody Rhodes and undashing and all this stuff, you know. But at 2013, I saw the pay-per-view, the Money in the Bank ladder match. You had the one, they had the main eventers in one, but then you had him another, and the way he worked that match with the kicks, the moves, the flying across the ring, the car crossroads and everything just sold me. And then when he had a feud with his former tag team partner, Damian Sandow, I was sold even more on Cody Rhodes. And then when he got thrown to the Authority storyline, and his brother got thrown into it, and his dad, and they succeeded and beat the Authority and got their jobs back and became tag team champions. I was like, Yes, the Road Brothers. Sorry about that, but yeah, I was into it, you know. And then you've got the Divas champion, AJ Lee. One fine woman. But everybody knows my favorite my WWE Diva crush is Caitlyn. I wish Caitlyn would be champion again. Hey, maybe she will. But I think AJ Lee being champion, she become one of the best women in WWE. She has the skills. She's dropped pipe bombs, like CM Punk. Yeah, she's done it. She's right away from it. Do I think she should still be champion? No. I think Natalya should have defeated her at TLC, but hey, that's not my call. It's WWE call, and that's how the match rolled out. But other things in WWE, you've seen the Wyatt's families trying to get Daniel Bryan to join them. Will it happen? Don't know. But I like the Wyatt family. I am sold on Eric and Rowan and all of them and Bray, you know? I mean, I like their gimmick. I like their theme song. It just draws me in. Now I'm seeing a lot of people that I like and a lot of things that I do like. Some things that I don't like is that I didn't like that Alberto Del Rio got stale, and now he's in the mid card. Yeah, that's the reason that he's in the mid card, or still kind of main event, but upper mid card. You know, right there between main event and mid card. But you know, maybe he can work his way back up and show stuff and revamp himself and be fresh to the fans. Fans. I love Big Show and Rey Mysterio being together. You know, it's like one of the biggest men in WWE and was one of the smaller men. It's like, wow. Some things I don't like is that I don't like that Usos haven't in their 2 or 3 years of being in WWE haven't been tag team champions. When they've been tag teams, they were the only tag team since the day they got in WWE. It's like crazy, you know. And yes, I had the code right again. But another thing that really gets on my nerves is that Ryback and Curtis Axel, they're a tag team now. Ryback or whatever, and they were with Paul Heyman. They're Paul Heyman guys. Okay. You know, and somebody's got something to say about WWE and Ryback and whatever he wants to say. Mr. Trey Camp, come on in, man.
Is this a Rock and Roll Wrestling show?
Yes, it is.
Oh my God!
Since I'm talking about Ryback, and he used to be main event, and what's his name?
Curtis Axel?
Curtis Axel, yeah. What do you think of them?
Well, I mean, they're okay, I guess. I'm not really a huge fan of them. And I don't know. Curtis Axel is basically like a glorified jobber nowadays. So, I mean, what?
Well, I mean, because of his dad. He's just why he's glorified.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go back outside. I'm going to get on Skype and talk to Justin. So, have a good show.
He's going to go talk to...
Rock and Roll Wrestling Show!
That's my brother right there. He's going to go talk to my other brother, Brutal Strife, known as Justin Waters, the member of Mayhem Gaming Society. Now, people, moving on from WWE and everything. Also, if you know, WWE is going to be hitting the Royal Rumble soon and then be on the road to WrestleMania, which is, yeah! I'm going to go to TNA and ROH and a few other things real quick to get this, so I can get to the music. In TNA, we do have no champion. AJ Styles seems to not be signed with TNA. Now, is he signed with TNA or is he not signed with it? Nobody can give a legit answer. They can say that they heard Dixie say this, or they can say this. All these sites with Facebook and Twitter can say it. AJ Styles to me was the biggest commodity in TNA history. Yes, you had Jeff Jarrett to help create it. Yes, you've had Dixie Carter, Sting, Hulk Hogan, Jeff Hardy, Chris Sabin, my favorite wrestler in the whole universe. You've had Samoan Joe, or Abyss, who is Joseph Parks. Yes, Eric Young, Bobby Roode, James Storm, and the list goes on. But the guy that was like Cena's the face of WWE and been there so long. AJ Styles was their face, and if TNA loses him, then I don't know. But for the TNA champion, I feel like Magnus is gonna. I didn't watch TNA, so if he is the champion or whatever, then hey, good luck. I hope Magnus is good run with the belt, because Magnus is. I'm a fan. He looks like Hugh Jackman to me. Yes, he looks like Hugh Jackman, Wolverine, one of my favorite actors and one of my favorite superheroes. And yes, and I think Magnus could do good with the belt. It gives Magnus legitimacy in the main events, is what I'm saying. Then you got the TV Championship, which they do not use, and it is Abyss. Their so-called Bishop Joseph Parks, whatever you want to say, the same guy. TV Championship needs to come back. They don't have no other mid-card championship besides the X Division Championship, which is held by Austin Aries. And Austin Aries beat my favorite superstar of all time, the 7 or 8 time X Division champion, Chris Sabin. Austin Aries, fan. Greatest man who ever lived? Yes. Wrestling, just got great guy. I mean, TNA, they've had their financial problems this year, and people have hated them for their financial failures and getting rid of Ace and Ace members and getting rid of a lot of some of their dealers, some of their main event players. But you know, no, ECW had problems. WCW had problems. But I hope TNA, with their problems, can get through the problems and succeed. Because you need an alternative. You need a mainstream alternative to WWE. Yeah, you got ROH that you can watch, but what is there a show that you can watch anywhere in the United States besides WWE that's wrestling related? TNA. And that's the alternative that I love. And then you've got the tag team champions that I'm going to talk about right now. Bromance. Robbie E and the other guy, Jesse Goddard, do not like. Boo, boo, boo. Robbie E should go on his own and go for the TV title and win that. Go for the TNA Tag Team Champion one way down the road and make everybody realize that he's got the talent. He's got everything that there is. It's just he needs a fucking gimmick to go with the talent. What I've got to say. And you've got Gail Kim, the best knockout champion, I guess TNA has said before in history, I think. Because she's won the championship more than anybody. You know? And I think Gail Kim, she's beautiful. She's beat Mickie James, Velvet Sky, and a whole bunch of other knockouts, as they call them there. And she's proven that she is the face of the knockouts, I think, as you could say. Quench my thirst. Now, another thing I want to talk about TNA. TNA has not a real good tag team division, not real good mid-card division. Build those people up. I like Manic, formerly named Suicide, who is paid by I forgot his name. Don't know it right now, but you know, I love their what the TNA can offer you, being the alternative. But it needs to be fixed in a lot of points. Which I could do a rant on that, which I might later. But you never know. Now, in ROH, I'm going to talk about 2 other things in wrestling, and then I might move on to my music. In ROH, you've got the world champ, Adam Cole. Congratulations, Adam Cole. Congratulations, man, on becoming ROH world champion. I think that you are a good world champion. Some people may not like you, some people may like you, but hey, when I go watch ROH pay-per-views on the internet, I'll say, hey, I'll watch Adam Cole. And then in the world, one of the best tag teams, formerly known in TNA as Generation Me, who TNA dropped the ball with, the Young Bucks. They have IWGP championships. They have the PWG championships, and the list goes on. They are beating names big and small, getting so many championships. It's like one day you're gonna look in the thing, you've seen Legion of Doom, you've seen Edge and Christian, you've seen the Dudleys, and you've seen Motor City Machine Gun, you've seen these teams, all these teams, but Young Bucks are going to be in that list, I hope so. The last wrestling thing, I said Chris Sabin's name earlier, he's the best X Division champion ever. It's like, he was the face of the X Division, AJ Styles was the face of the main events. All that I've really got to say about Chris Sabin is that when he won the world champion, I didn't feel good that day, but I was watching it on my phone at Trey Camp's house. And when he won the world championship, man, it made my heart feel good. He's my idol. He's what when I was in the ring, my people that I know, like Kevin and Paul, told me that I could be like him if I work that way, work up to it. And I mean, he's been injured before. He's been in Motor City. He's my favorite tag team. It's just when he won the world championship, people, I'll say it, I marked out like a little schoolgirl at a Justin Bieber's concert. I was like, oh, Chris Sabin's world champion, Chris Sabin's world champion. Oh my goodness. Yes. And now, on to the music, which I'm going to do the music in roughly a few minutes, people. Five Finger Death Punch released a 2-part album this year. The Wrong Side of Heaven, The Righteous Side of Hell, Volume 1 and 2. Volume 1 has songs like Lift Me Up, Wrong Side of Heaven, which is a beautiful song. I say beautiful, you may say whatever. Dr. Travis, Part 2 had Here to Die, Battleborn, and Wrecking Ball. Five Finger Death Punch's Wrecking Ball was a song I got tuned into because of the man of iRock, John Rucker. I listened to the song and I was like, man, this is a good Wrecking Ball, Wrecking Ball, Wrecking Ball! But as everybody knows, in the pop world, in the music world, MTV, there's this other Wrecking Ball, Miley Cyrus. I'll say I looked it up, I watched it, and I was like, oh my goodness! What has Miley Cyrus done? She's an okay singer, an okay actress in my heart at best. But she did that Wrecking Ball. That Wrecking Ball was I did not like. Yeah, it may have made a lot of people look at it and like, but I did not like it. These men and women out in the world may like it, but I do not like that Wrecking Ball. Oh my goodness, it's not. Miley Cyrus, I do not want to hear that song Wrecking Ball ever again. Now, it's Five Finger Death Punch, gold. Miley Cyrus, tragic. And one of my favorite music shows, The Voice, with the original coaches being Adam Levine of Maroon 5, CeeLo Green of Gnarls Barkley and Solo, Christina Aguilera, who is beautiful, and then you've got Blake Shelton, amazing country artist, married to Miranda Lambert. I loved that show. I've watched that show every season. Even last season when it had Shakira and Usher come on the show, which was something great. And the show's been big enough to go in other countries, people. I could say I've never really into the X Factor or the American Idols or anything like that, but The Voice is something I get into each and every season that show's on. I tune in to the NBC's The Voice show. Yes, it's a singing competition, but I love it. Love it. And this year's winner was Tassan Chin, Jamaican singer who is beautiful, can sing. She's got a range that's like, where's the ceiling, as Adam Lancer? Where are the stars? She goes so out there. You know, and not last year, but the season before, there's a singer called Cassidy Pope who used to be in Hey Monday, which I loved Hey Monday. Now she's doing her country solo stuff. And I even recently, I think last month or the month before, went with my mom and Trey Camp, and we went and saw Cassidy Pope. She's beautiful, she sings, she's a sweet girl. I mean, she has a voice that's like, I love Cassidy Pope. She's one of those few girls that I can listen to and don't care what song. She's talking about love, hate, happiness, sadness, whatever. I'll listen to it. It's good. Now me, music-wise, I've been playing my bass, my guitars, doing stuff, which I will bring my covers back to YouTube and do some more on my personal channel right here, on this channel, my personal channel. But I also may do something for Mayhem Gaming Society down the road. You never know. iRock, love. Check them out. Some other things that happened this year. Let me see. What should I say? TJ the Kid, who is Trey Camp's brother, he's still writing music, still doing stuff. So yeah, one day you may be listening to around here, TJ the Kid. Eminem has for self rap god, which hey, he's one of the best rappers out there. He can say that. You know, I just gotta say, people, to end the show, it may have been random, may have been not the best show ever, but hey, I'm back at doing the Rock and Roll Show, the show that I love. A show that I run right here on YouTube, but I also have the page on Facebook. And you can always find me at Chris Levi 13, people. And I'm proud to be back for you all. While I'm doing music, I'm doing wrestling on MGS or Trey's page or anybody's page. This is me, Chris Levi White, known as Chris Levi 13. And as always, keep a rockin' and a rollin'. Until the next time, people, see ya.